Writer Jenny Friedis is a thoughtful and outspoken woman, and she didn't vary from her nature as she answered the 64 and more 10 questions directly and with a clear sense of self-awareness. Who is the most important person to you?
My husband.
What is most valuable to you?
My relationship with my family.
Sure. What makes you happiest? No matter when it happens or how or where, it just makes you happy.
Right now it's playing tennis and winning. I'm obsessed with tennis. There's something that's been really soul enriching about it for me.
Are you an obsessive person? Like when you get onto something, you're really onto it for a while?
Well, I guess I am. I wouldn't have said I was because I'm pretty easygoing. So I'm not an obsessive person in that way, and I'm not an addictive personality. But I get jazzed by things and like that I'm doing, and if I do, I will dive deep into it. I will go full. I'm what I am is I give 100% all the time to whatever it is.
What do you enjoy doing the most? What is your biggest life fear, and how have you or do you overcome it?
It's my kids, something horrific happening to them.
And so how do you overcome that?
You just can't let that kind of fear hold you back from raising them the way they should be raised.
Are you a good mom?
I'm an okay mom. I'm not the best mom in the world, and I am not the worst.
How could you be better?
I'm a thoughtful mom, but I am not a consistent mom. Like, consistency in parenting, I think, is probably like just a really important aspect of it. And I think my kids are very, very diverse, really different. So I haven't been able to really be consistent amongst them. And then I'm a really busy person, so I'm not even able to be necessarily as consistent as I like to be within for each kid as well. I'm not a tough mom. I don't have a lot of rules. I have expectations. They know what my expectations are. I would like them to meet my expectations. And when they don't, we're going to have a talk about it.
Is it important to you to spend time with other people, or do you need time by yourself?
I can be both introverted and extroverted.
But to really find some peace, is it with interactive part of you or with the soulful quiet time?
Alone with a book.
And how do you find that with 6 children?
Quite a bit, actually. I carve out plenty of time with myself. I don't sleep a lot.
What are you reading now?
I'm reading 2066 by BOLANO.
Do you like it?
I like it. I don't love it. I just finished Middlemarch, which I loved.
Why?
It was so intuitive on human nature and how people think and react to each other, and she was so empathetic with her characters. I just loved it.
How do you define quality of life?
How do I define quality of life? Mm-hmm. I don't.
How do you determine if you feel you're living a good life?
I know I'm living a good life.
How?
I'm just really lucky. I mean, I have people who love me. But I'm having a good life for other reasons, too. Circumstances of luck of birth, luck of finding a great person to be supported with, that we're a great unit. Just even, if I have the teenagers are grumpy, well, I've got a 5 and a 6-year-old who love me.
Do you consider what society terms as important in your world, or do you tend to march to your own drummer?
I'm going to say I march to my own drummer.
But
I care about what society cares about as well. However, because I am not religious, I'm not very spiritual, I believe that I am missing out on a huge chunk of what a vast majority of people care about very deeply. Knowing that I don't have that element makes me feel like I'm an outsider on that.
It must not be bad enough, though, that you think about doing something to change it.
Well, it's not bad to me at all.
But feeling like the outsider is fine with you then?
Well, I'm outside of that, by choice, I guess. I mean...
And that's okay. What I'm saying is that feeling of being outside doesn't motivate you to change it. It's just a fact of life. It's right.
In fact, I think if I was inside, I'd look for a way out. I mean,
What is your lifetime dream?
I would like to write a novel, and I would love to be on like a lecture circuit and talk about it and talk to people and have it touch their lives and make a difference for them.
Do you think you can make that dream come true?
I do.
Okay, so we want an autographed copy of the book when it becomes a national bestseller, and then you have to come to Buffalo and do a presentation.
Love to.
Excellent. Jennifer Friedis, thank you. And thank you for writing a screenplay
that became this movie, because this movie matters and it makes a difference. And
Thanks.
it's such an important piece of filmmaking. Yeah.
Vote, everybody.
Vote.
Please, everybody.